Hey folks, what's up, iyatee? Got a little Frisco flake here. Thought we might try and do something with it. Got some brokes too. Things like this here. That was a break. Pretty easy to turn that into a point. Might do something with that later. I got this flake of Keokuk that came off yesterday when I was doing some abo. I'm kind of interested in doing that. And here's another piece of pretty Frisco right here. Just beautiful. And then I got this mystery thing right here. I have no idea what this is. No clue whatsoever. Could be another piece of Frisco. I don't know. Not sure where this came from. But anyways, got this piece of Frisco here. Attempt to do some indirect. I'm going to try and thin it out a little bit. I've been going all day. Tell you what, I went to town earlier, and sometimes you just wonder what is wrong with people. I'm going to town and someone has dumped an entire, well, they dumped a washing machine, a mattress, and a whole crap load of just garbage in the creek on the way to town. I thought, what in the world are you thinking? I don't know why people do that, and especially around here. So in an effort, this is before I ever moved here, but in an effort to keep people from just dumping all over the sides of the road, what they did is they figured they added a tax. Every property owner pays it, and they established these green boxes, which are just dumpsters, and you don't have to travel all that far to get to one, and they were just all over the county, and don't cost you anything. Go there and dump it because you're paying for it in your taxes. And people were taking advantage of that. They're going in there. They had dumpster divers going there, and they were getting in there and tear all the garbage out. You couldn't even get close to the cans for all the garbage. Of course, they'd throw it all out of there, getting cans and whatever else they were dumpster diving for. And then they just leave the mess there for everyone else to wade through to get to the cans. So what they ended up having to do, they had to man all those, put them behind fences and man them, and they're open 6 days a week. And it's still free to go there. Well, it's not free, it's figured into your taxes. And people still that's a whole bunch of gunfire right there. Someone just emptied a 30-round mag, sound like. Anyways, and people still dump trash off in the woods and on the side of the road. There's no excuse for it. I mean, not to be a jerk, but if you can't get yourself to the place to drop your trash off for free, you can't even manage that in life, then you're pretty much failing at life. And most likely you're just a burden on society. I mean, I don't know how else to put it, but it just pisses me off that people do that. So I was looking through the book last night and I seen a point that I had not seen before. And I thought that's what I would try and make. It's called a Deadman's point. And they're from Louisiana, Texas, I think on up into Oklahoma as well. I'd have to do some more research on that, but I know they're in Louisiana and Texas because they're they're in the south central section of the book, and the examples are all from Texas and Louisiana. I don't think there's no Arkansas or Oklahoma, but this piece would also make a pretty sweet mini Snyder's too. That one went a little deeper than I had intended, like a lot deeper. Sorry about that, I moved you guys. I was trying to make sure my lights were okay. Oh, crap. I was afraid that might have ganked me. That helped it. It's really thin right now. Pretty doggone thin. Still consider making out of Snyder's. Just had a thing about making the Snyder's here lately, and I ain't made one. Still got my cold. Back still bothering me, but not as bad as it was. In case she's wondering. Let's see. Oh, you know what's cool? Is it got the Mike Tough hand flakers in again. So I got me a set again. In fact, I got to get on the website and change that so there's, I guess maybe they are available. I'm not for sure. I need to go make sure they're on the website available. Oh, you know what else I got? Let's try this too. This is going to be the new narrow entry Mike Tuff hand pad. It's quite a bit narrower than the other one. But it's going to be another option. This is going to be available in both the Half Moon and his Ishii pad, which this is the one he calls the Ishii pad. So that's exciting. By the looks of it, he's going to have options for that everyone should be able to find something that they like and works for them. I'm out of frame, doggone it. Sorry about that. Not sure how long I was out of frame. I'm actually gonna go to this thing's so doggone thin. Well, this is a pretty small point. It's another arrow type point. got that spot in it right there. Be nice to keep that in there. I just don't want it to break. And it is got a pretty good sized stem on it. All right. Now let's go to this. See if we can straighten it up. Should have cleaned my glasses. Yeah, I just don't know why people just, especially when it's not like, you know, when I was in Alaska, people done that too, and to go to the waste management was the same ones there that own all the waste management things in the lower 48. Anyways, they were outrageously expensive. You take a truckload at a time, just a bed load, like level bed load. It was like $110 or something like that, which was just ridiculous to dump trash. But that's what it was, and you didn't have any options. Here it doesn't cost any of that. People are still dumping it in creeks. And of all things, I mean, if you've got to dump it somewhere where someone like me come along and clean the junk up. Don't dump it in a creek. I don't understand it. If you're one of the people that does stuff like that, and hopefully none of you are, shame on you. So that was pretty fun doing that abo point yesterday. It's kind of got me wanting to do some more. Probably ought to watch them. I have watched abo videos, obviously, of course, but it's actually been quite a while since I have. So I was just going along going, well, I think I've seen someone do this. The axis antler actually worked really well, and so did the indirect. And part of that was I noticed after it was too late is going to the smaller bit concentrated the force and allowed me to take off nicer flakes. So I needed an array that, like, that big bit was just touching too much of the platform, multiple platforms at a time. So Let's see, what are we gonna do here? Hopefully we don't mess this all up in the... Let's say that's the center. It's got kind of an expanding kind of stem on it. Real high notches. I found several other points that I want to make as well. I'm glad they're really high because I just popped that up. Yeah, I'd never seen this point in the book before. Thought I'd looked at every single point there was to look at in there, but apparently not. I'm gonna have to see if I can pop that. Let's see, that ain't sharp enough either. I just put this on there. It's better that these are really sharp. I actually just about got it. Let's see. Let's get the fine one out here. Dang, it's already been 25 minutes. I got on thinking about this people dumping trash in our creeks, and you know I was having fun making that abo point last night because I went and looked at it when I was just about done there, and it had been an hour, and it didn't seem like it was anywhere near that. So usually, you know, the old saying, time flies when you're having fun. It's a true story. Bring those up to center. That's just about it. I think that is it. Let's get the book. So there's the Deadman right there. So that is a Louisiana example, but this is south location, southeastern Arizona. I didn't read this beforehand. Let me back this up. Southeastern Arizona, New Mexico, and western Texas. So they're probably not in Oklahoma unless they just found their way there. But that one there was from Louisiana, though. It's a very rare type. But there it is right there. Ours is on the larger size of the examples here. They come down quite a bit smaller than that. But pretty little point. I'm actually really happy with that point. It's real thin, straight, and purty. Man, that's a dirty rag. I gotta get a clean rag. I'm gonna run that rag with my diesel clothes, I guess. try and get it cleaned up. What do I do with it? There it is. Now I'm afraid to lose them because I've lost a couple last two in the last couple days. They were obviously much smaller than this, but that's a pretty point, a little Deadman point. And I like that that piece of color right there stayed on there. But yeah, that's a fine little point. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that right there. Little indirect percussion and some pressure. And there we go. Nice and straight, sharp. Yeah, I'd have no problem hafting that and shoving that through a deer. Still not quite the shape I'd want, but he would do the trick for sure. But anyways, a little Deadman's point. And there's our examples right there. There's only 6 examples, but I think we nailed it. Anyhow, appreciate y'all watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Y'all keep napping.